We've talked a lot on the YouTube channel about the Gears of War franchise, one of my favorite franchises of all time, and we've talked about the future of this franchise and where it could be going from here, from the story perspective, multiplayer, co-op, and things of that nature. And so what I want to go ahead and do, guys, is talk about Gears 6 and everything that we know so far about this title. What can we expect in the future? So let's get into it. So guys, Gears 6, everything that we know so far. So we don't know a lot at this point, other than it has been confirmed at this point by Rod Ferguson. He was the studio head at the Coalition. Of course, he's moved on now to Blizzard to work on Diablo. But what he stated was that, of course, Gears 6 as well as Gears 7 and even a Gears of War movie were confirmed and were happening. And so obviously, guys, that leaves us very excited that there is going to be further continuations of the Gears of War franchise. This was further confirmed when an Xbox Games Studios image was shown, and it showed all the Xbox Game Studios and showed everything that they were working on. One of those, of course, being the Coalition. They are working on partnering and helping out with the reboot for Perfect Dark, but they are also working on Gears 6. And so what I'm getting at here, guys, is that Gears 6 is definitely at the early stages of production at this point. Definitely something that is happening, and that is very reassuring to me, because there was a point in time where I was worried that Gears 6 might not get made because of such backlash coming out of the community around Gears 5. And I just thought that sometimes that our community, the Gears community as a whole, was a little bit too hard on the Coalition. I mean, it's because of the Coalition that we have further Gears of War titles, and I understand why people have gotten upset about things here and there. But overall, I think Gears of War is one of the greatest games ever made, and I just want to see its continued success over time. And I think now with Gears 6 being confirmed at this point, and then further confirmed there, which you guys can check out all of my Gears of War 6 content here on the YouTube channel to kind of get caught up on where we're at. But the things that we know, is it currently in development? Most likely, guys, absolutely. The Coalition is certainly working on it at this point. They're also working on current operations for Gears 5. But what I'm getting at is Gears 6 is definitely somewhere in development. It probably isn't very far in development at this point because they're still working on operations. But part of the team at the Coalition is certainly working on Gears 6. There's a reason why that image showed that they were working on the Perfect Dark reboot, but they're also working on Gears 6. It didn't say Gears 5. So that's reassuring, guys. Gears 6 is coming at some point or another, which is definitely something that just kind of further confirms what Rod Ferguson was stating. And that gets me very excited, guys, because this is one of my favorite franchises, and it's pretty much all that we can go on. Now, as far as what's canon here with Gears 6, with JD and Dell, with that whole situation at the end of Gears 5, the decision that you have to make, what's going to be canon, what's not. Is Kate Diaz going to continue being the main character that we helm or that we play as? All of those things are big question marks. The other thing is, of course, the esports side of things with Gears, Gears 5 esports, I believe is, still kind of trying to figure out what it needs to do at this point in time and kind of really maneuver around all the roadblocks that have been coming up. But that also comes up with like the operations and things of that nature, guys. It's very important, at least to me, that we, continue trying to support Gears of War in a major way to really guarantee that it's going to continue in the foreseeable future. Gears 6 and Gears 7, guys, that's 2 more titles here. If we, continue as a community and work together to try and, kind of continue building this following, the fan base that is Gears of War, I think we could be in a great position moving forward. But with that, guys, the things that we know, when is Gears 6 going to release? Well, we don't know at this point, guys. We didn't get a reveal or anything of that sort at, of course, the Xbox Game Showcase. I would say there's a good chance that we could get a very sneak peek at Xbox Game Showcase next year in 2021. It may still be a couple of years away. It's probably going to be a couple of years away, guys. We would probably just get like maybe a really quick teaser trailer of Gears 6 at the Xbox Game Showcase next year. Obviously, having Gears of War on the Xbox Series X could be something super special. I thought the graphics of Gears 6 or Gears 5 were incredible. Could we get a full open world at this point with Gears 6? That could be something really special. Being able to fully explore even further this world, the lore, the story that is Gears of War. I'm excited for it, guys. I really am. But we as a community have to come together, voice our opinions, but in a very, a civil way, right? To the developers, that being the coalition and such, if we want further games to be made in this franchise. But with that, guys, what do you all think about a Gear 6 being made at this point? Gear 7 greenlit? What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for more Gear 6 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.